Okay. So look, I'll start by saying this: like when we're a team who's learning to win, it's a fine line between the outcomes, and we understand that. Um, and what we have to understand is there's a style of play and an effort and a toughness that comes with putting ourselves in these positions that we are in. And we took a couple injuries last game, and it's like there's some different lineups, and all that's part of the game. But as a group, we have to understand that the way we play, how hard we play, doesn't change. And that's to me, that's what we're struggling with right now, because that's not the team that we've been used to for the last however many games. The way we started, the defense, and all those types of things, it wasn't the same. And we have to understand you got to play this game every night at a certain level. So we're still learning that lesson, obviously, and it can be painful at times, but we'll get it. We'll figure it out. Hopefully sooner rather than later. But we'll keep working in the meantime. And then I thought our guys came in off the bench again for the second straight time and really gave us some effort and some fight. And even as bad as we played, put us back into a game in that fourth quarter. And it just felt like every time we tried to make a little bit of a run, we'd self-inflicted gunshot, or however you want to say it, where we turn it over after being on a 6-0 run, and they go down and hit a 3 on the other end. So we got to be better with that type of thing, and give them credit for coming in and getting a win.
Start with Tony Harvey.
Yeah, Coach. I do have to ask, with this team, and I'm asking from your perspective, to get your perspective. Does it seem like sometimes your team rely too much on their offense to be their defense when they get in these certain situations?
Well, when we've lost games so far this season, yeah, we haven't played much of any defense, and those when we won, we've gotten into people and been physical and done a nice job. So ultimately, you got to be able to do both in this league. You got to be able to get stops when you need them, and you got to be able to score the ball at other times. So tonight didn't feel like we were doing either one too well. Although we did shoot 50 from the full floor and finish with 110. I didn't like the overall offensive effort we played with tonight.
Luke, specifically on the defensive end, are you seeing regression? Because you guys were rolling there for a little while, and all of a sudden, it's almost like your team, they stopped coming out and playing hard or playing with energy at all.
Yeah, there's definitely has been some in the last two games, no doubt. And again, I think part of that, we were playing a 8-man rotation pretty heavy with a couple guys here and there. And we found a nice we're in a good rhythm, and we have definitely taken some steps back from that defensive style in these last two games.
Jason Jones.
Just defensively, how do you feel about the level of physicality your guys are bringing? You got rebounded today. It seemed like there was a lot of chances for rebounds where Memphis just beat you guys to the ball. And again, it's another big guy having another solid game against you.
Yeah, Jason, I'm sorry. Say the first part of the question again.
I'm saying there were a lot of rebounds out there. It seemed like they just out hustled you guys to the ball. So just want to take on the physicality and the effort on that end.
Yeah, it wasn't good enough. This is the NBA. We have to play with a certain a certain level of commitment to rebounding, to effort, to defense, to just overall everything. And tonight I didn't see that for periods of the game. And again, I won't say the whole game, because I thought that that bench group came in and really competed at least. And look, that's what we're looking for, and that's what we had found, and we need to find again.
Sean Cunningham.
Hey, Luke, you mentioned the offensive effort a minute ago, and I was just wondering what was it about it that you were critical of? I mean, obviously the shots weren't falling, but did you see?
Yeah, I mean, but to me, it was the shots don't fall because we're not. It's how many of those turnovers do we have fast breaks and we just like threw the ball to the other team, so our fast break points turn into layups and 3-pointers coming the other way. And then I thought we forced some shots tonight that we hadn't been forcing. I thought, we let them switching and top blocking kind of take us out of our rhythm instead of using that against them and attacking. If they want a top lock buddy 40 feet from the hoop, then that's playing 4-on-4. Let's bring the ball to the other side, get downhill, and make them pay. But we didn't do that tonight. So there's a lot of things that we gotta be better with.
Marshall Harris.
Hey, Luke, you talked about, I guess, learning to win as an overall philosophy and what it takes every night in the NBA. My question is, how do you implement? What can you say? What was your message to the team in terms of tightening up the things that need to be tightened up and doing it in I don't want to say not a patient manner, but, games are coming at you fast now, and we're kind of getting into the middle of the season. It's going to start to separate top to bottom.
Yeah, I mean, look. There's, and I'm not trying to use this as an excuse. There's not practice time happening, so we need to figure this out on the move during these games, and it has to start with the mental, being mentally locked in to what the game plan is, and like I said, we were doing that, and we've lost a little bit of our way, and we got to see how fast we can get it back again. And that's the challenge where we're at. And until we do, it's gonna this is a unforgiving league. So like I've said, I'm confident our guys will continue to grind and work it out, and we'll get back there hopefully sooner rather than later.
Jason Anderson.
Hi, Luke. Two things real quickly. One, if you could just, talk to us a little bit about Marvin and how close he might have been tonight and whether you would expect to have him tomorrow or not. And secondly, on the play with Valanciunas and Chemezi, what did you see there? And, did that look like a dangerous play to you? Do you think it maybe should have been a flagrant foul?
Yeah, with Marvin, he's day to day. He'll be in tomorrow morning again to get treatment. The training staff will call me after that treatment, and then we'll bring him into the arena again, see how he feels before the game. But we just, there's no way to know. And yes, that was a dangerous play. That was, he hooked him by the leg and tried to throw him down. So I didn't understand how that is not, in what today's NBA is not even considered a flagrant foul. I don't see how that's a basketball play. So I was a little disappointed in that, but there's nothing I can do. They told me they didn't think it was excessive, was what they told me. So yeah, I mean, that nothing you can do. That's their call, but that's not, I mean, again, that's not why we lost the game. We lost the game because we didn't play with the right, the right passion, the right fire, the right togetherness, all those things that are important. So, but yeah, I didn't think that was a safe play.
Yeah, Coach Walton, Memphis, they scored 68 points in the paint, and I don't know if that's the first time that has happened all this season, but isn't that a concern to you? Because sometimes, you wish that your players would try to send a message that, hey, don't come down the hill like that. But that's just my opinion. But
yeah,
I'm just asking, is that a concern?
Yeah, we definitely want to protect our paint. We want to protect the rim. I mean, we had 60 points in the paint, so I'd rather have 68, but yeah, I mean, that's definitely something we talk about is protecting the paint. And there was a lot of clips, that even in the first half that we showed at halftime of them just catching, pump faking our guys, jumping in the air, and then driving to the front of the rim and laying it up. So, yeah, I mean, that's way too many points to give up in there, and it's something that you make it tough on yourself to win games when you bleed points at the rim like that.
All right, last question, Marshall.
Hey, Luke, just wanted to get your thoughts on De'Aaron Fox, how he looked tonight, and whether you're just preserving him just because you do have another game tomorrow for the fourth quarter, and how he looked, especially. I know he'd been shooting a lot more threes, making threes tonight. Just wasn't his night from beyond the arc, though.
Yeah, I thought he looked good. It's tough because he and the team were in such a nice rhythm. I would have put him back in a different scenario if we didn't have another game tomorrow, if we weren't fighting back 20. And I mean, really the reason we were back into that game was because of the group we had on the floor for the most part. Tyrese was part of that, but he was up to 32 minutes, and we played them all, so that's the reason I took him out. But that group that was in there, they earned the right to try to fight their way back and finish that game. But yeah, there wasn't a minutes restriction on him. I was just being careful.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys.